What is up, everybody? My name is Dr. Dale, and this is another episode of PreMed Mondays, episode number 9. If you missed the first 8 episodes, go back, check them out. We've been talking about the keys to success. Yes, this is PreMed Monday, and yes, we want you guys to do well as pre-medical students. But before we get into the nitty-gritty of being a pre-medical student, we want to make sure that you guys understand what it takes to be successful in general. So today we're talking about patience. Successful people are very, very patient, okay? Because success doesn't come overnight. So you guys be patient with me right now. Don't go anywhere. Check it out, all right? When I think about the greatest people in history, it's clearly evident that all of them have been very, very patient people. And I won't say a list of, everybody, but if you think about great people in history, Gandhi comes to mind, Martin Luther King comes to mind, of course, Jesus Christ comes to mind, Mother Teresa comes to mind, Steve Jobs. All these people, very, very impactful, influential people in history. And I'm not saying they're all on the same level. I'm just giving you a list of people's names. You think about all those individuals, and, the one thing that comes to mind is you're all really, really patient people. If you just go back and really pay attention to their stories, they're really patient people, okay? They weren't out trying to get things, get rich quick schemes and trying to get things overnight, because that's the type of success that's not going to last. That's a type of success that's going to be disappointing for you. You get rich quick overnight, the next day something happens and you lose it all. And why does it work that way? The reason it works that way is because you get rich quick overnight, but you had no grooming process. You had no honing process. You had no pruning process to get you prepared to be able to handle the responsibilities that comes with getting rich quick overnight. And getting rich quick overnight is obviously just an example. But, you think about the medical field, for example. 2 months ago, I just graduated essentially the 25th grade. All right. So usually you think about going to school, you think about 12 years of school. So kindergarten through high school, 12 years of school. And if you choose to go to college, that's another 4 years maybe. If in the medical journey, it's probably going to be at least 4 years. Then you go to med school, another 4 years. After that, you're going to do your residency program, and your residency training, usually minimum 3 years. And after that, some people do fellowship. I did a fellowship. You talk another, 3 to 6 years or so for a fellowship. So that's a long time that you have to be really, really patiently waiting to get what's at the end of that tunnel, to get what's, to see the light at the end of the tunnel, right? And, it's like that for a purpose again, because you have to be patient in order to prepare yourself to be able to handle the success that comes with it. So in the field of medicine, they don't just put you in 1 year of med school, throw a white coat on you and say you're a doctor and send you out there. They can't do that, right? Because you have too much responsibility. You have to be patient over the years to actually have time to grow yourself in that patience to be ready for responsibility. So, one of the things that I notice more and more in today's society, and there's nothing wrong with these various social media platforms, but with Facebook, with Twitter, with MySpace, with YouTube, with all these things, it makes us very impatient, right? Because with this YouTube video, you can just click on it and watch it whenever you want. It's not TV programming anymore. You don't have to wait till 6:30 prime time to watch the TV shows, right? You can just go on Roku, Netflix, Sling, all these different things. You can just go online and click the button and you watch whatever you want on demand. There's no patience in that, right? You get what you want on demand when you want it. And that's breeding a certain type of mentality for us in society that, I was going to say for better or for worse, but it's not for better or for worse. I think it's just for worse, is making us not appreciate the pruning process to be successful and to get the things in life that you want to get in life. In order for you to truly appreciate these things, once you get there, you have to have a sense that you've worked for it. You have to have a sense that it's taken time for you to get there. You have to have a sense that, I struggled to get here, so it makes it that much better. This cake tastes that much better because, my own hands, kneaded the dough. My own hands made this. That's why this cake tastes so good to me, because I worked for it. I was patient for it. I sat here and I waited while it was in the oven, right? And sometimes those homemade cakes just taste so much better than that cake you get when you go out to the restaurant that's already prepared for you right when you walk in the restaurant, right? Right. Prepackaged, pre-made never tastes as good as the stuff you take your time to let soak, the things you let simmer. Those things are always better. And that's the same thing I want you guys to understand with the concept of success. You have to let success simmer. You have to let let it marinate, right? You have to let these things take time, because even though you don't realize that during that period of time you're waiting, so many great things are coming to you. You're learning so many things. It's building you up in so many great ways that you can't even appreciate at that point in time, but you will need it down the line. And all these people who have, YouTube channels with hundreds of thousands, millions of followers. One of my very good friends, Dr. Adeshina, he has a channel, FTP Lectures. If you haven't seen it, go check it out. FTP Lectures is great. A lot of great teaching there. And he has, subscribers the size of a small city. He has over 100,000 subscribers. And we talk about this often. And, it took him a lot of time to get there. It took him consistency. He's a full practicing physician now, right? And he started making those videos back when he was actually in training in medical school. So it took him a long time to get to where he's at, but it's been a process, and he can appreciate it so much more because he was patient during that process. He didn't just want success like that overnight. And that's what I want you guys to understand about success. And in other videos, we've talked about discipline and things of that sort, and those things are important. But within all that, I want you guys to be patient. I want you guys to wait for the reward to come, okay? So this is another way of saying don't quit. Don't think things aren't happening the way you like it to happen. It's not on demand, so you're just going to quit and leave. You've got to be patient, all right? I talked about great people. One of the persons, people who come to mind for me is Joseph, right? You've heard about Joseph and the coat of many colors. Patience, just tremendous patience in that gentleman. Tremendous patience. And at the end of the day, ends up being a rule over the land, right? So things like that are just so important, so key for you to be successful in life. You have to be patient and wait your turn to get there. You got to work hard while you're getting there. And don't ever fall into the trap of thinking that while you're being patient, you can't enjoy yourself. You can enjoy yourself while you're waiting for the big reward to come, okay? So successful people are patient. Anything worth having will take time, okay? It'll take time. So please appreciate that. Please understand that. And please don't just try to get things on demand. Stay in the game. Stay on the grind. Be patient, all right? Success is coming. It'll come to you. Just be patient, all right? Pre-Med Mondays. Dr. Dale, thank you guys for watching. I'm going to ask you, do me a favor. Please subscribe to the channel. Share the video. Post comments. If you have any questions, reach out to us. Let us know. Thank you guys for watching. We love you guys. And we will see you next week for episode number 10, the final episode in Pre-Med Mondays Season 1. Thanks for watching. All right.